You're watching Monterey City's Choice. For news, weather, and live local sports. Wyln, we're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Good Friday for WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand, in for Paula Degnan. Wilkes-Barre police are seeking a car that was seen leaving the scene of a shooting that injured 2 people earlier this week. The white sedan, believed to be a 2019 Nissan Sentra or Altima, was occupied by 2 men when it was seen driving south on Route 309 toward Interstate 81 ramps around 7 a.m. Wednesday. Police have recovered surveillance footage of the car from a local business and are asking anyone who was in the area with a dashboard camera to check for recordings of the vehicle. 2 men were shot in the 600 block of Casey Avenue. The men, whose names have not yet been released, were treated at Geisinger, Wyoming Valley Medical Center. Police have not released a motive for the shooting, but say they're investigating it as a case of attempted murder. Anyone with information on the attack is asked to call police at 570-208-4635, extension 250. State and local police are still looking for 20-year-old Devin Cunningham. The man from Kingston is being sought in connection with the homicide of an Edwardsville man. The body of 71-year-old Joseph Monka was found in his home Wednesday. 3 teens, including the man's 17-year-old granddaughter, are in the Luzerne County Correctional Facility charged in his death. If you have any information on Cunningham's whereabouts, you are asked to contact police immediately. Now, as we reported yesterday, flames ripped through a home in Butler Township. Now, officials are a little closer to knowing what led to that fire. The cause of the fire is under investigation by a Pennsylvania State Police fire marshal, but fire officials say it appeared that it started in the garage and spread to the home. Fire crews had to deal with a number of problems, from trucking in water to high winds. The fire eventually leveled the house at 119 Allen Lane and started a brush fire to the rear of the property. The homeowner was home at the time, but made it out safe without injury when the fire began. The heat from the flames set off ammunition in the home. The fire department is collecting clothing and monetary donations for the family that lost everything. You can head to our WYLN News Facebook page for more on how you can donate. Today is Good Friday, the Friday before Easter Sunday, where the crucifixion of Jesus Christ is commemorated in the Christian Church. St. Gabriel's Roman Catholic Church on South Wyoming Street celebrated Good Friday with a realistic procession throughout the city of Hazleton, reenacting the Stations of the Cross. The almost 3-hour procession depicts Jesus Christ on the day of his crucifixion and accompanying prayers. The procession faithfully travels the path in numerical order, stopping at each station to say selected prayers and reflections. For St. Gabriel's, it also involves short reenactments at each station's events. The procession is most commonly done during Lent, especially on Good Friday, in a spirit of reparation for the sufferings and insults that Jesus endured during his passion.
So today we celebrate Good Friday, and on Good Friday we commemorate, celebrate the death of Jesus Christ, his suffering and his death for our salvation, and to help us enter into this celebration of the passion and death of Jesus Christ. That's why we have this procession every Friday.
St. Gabriel's pastor, Reverend Mariusz Bezek, said that St. Gabriel's recently started up a capital campaign last Sunday.
So we're trying to raise money to preserve this beautiful church, and as you can see, the church is very well attended, and it's there's a vibrant Hispanic community, a vibrant Anglo community. So I think it's worthwhile preserving this beautiful church to make sure we're going to continue to provide these services for many, many years to come.
This year, Good Friday also happens to coincide with the beginning of the Jewish festival of Passover. The 8-day celebration is celebrated as a commemoration of their liberation by God from slavery. Teachers in the Weatherly School District have agreed on a new contract. The union representing Teachers Weatherly Area Education Association approved the contract offered by the district that will include a 2.5% pay increase for each year and will not affect health benefit plans. The contract runs through June 30th, 2021. A nonprofit group is stepping in to help students in the Tamaqua area with life skills and to prevent opioid abuse and addiction in the community. Clinical Outcomes Group will implement the Preventing Raiders Opioid Misuse in a Safe Environment program during the 2019-2020 school year. The nonprofit will partner with other organizations in the community to bring many tools to the students. Life skills training will be offered to middle school students, and a Strengthening Families program will be available to students and their families that will help with behavioral or disciplinary problems. Penn State University will also work with COGI on evaluation activities. The programs are funded by a grant from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency. Well, coming up on WYLN News, a STEM center could be coming to the Crestwood Area High School. Details are coming up. Plus, Hazleton residents will have the opportunity to speak with the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission on Monday at the Hip Center. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, we'll see some rain with a high of 67 and a low of 48. And on Easter Sunday, it will also rain with a high of 58 and a low of 47. Showers Monday, but hey look, we might see some sun on Tuesday. We'll be right back.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
It's spring, and savings are in the air during the spring sales event at All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop our large inventory and drive off with a great deal. Lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for $189 a month. And during Ram Truck Month, get select Ram 1500 4x4s for as low as $32,890. Or get 0% for 72 months on the Ram 1500. Savings are in the air during the spring sales event at All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
A STEM center could be coming to the Crestwood Area High School. The school district will partner with Siemens Corporation next year. Siemens will provide curriculum advice, equipment, and pay the other costs of opening a center for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The STEM center is planned for the current middle school library. A public meeting is scheduled for Monday, April 22nd in Hazleton, where residents will have the opportunity to speak with the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission. The commission was contacted after a fight broke out in the cafeteria of the Hazleton Area High School back in February. A video of the fight was posted on social media and sparked outrage and protest of how students were being disciplined. The commission will go through its monthly agenda starting at 5 p.m. at the Hazleton 1 Community Center Gymnasium. Speakers will also talk about inequalities in school funding and how to file complaints. Then at 7 p.m., residents will have the chance to speak on issues within the school district. The commission enforces laws against discrimination in education, employment, and housing. The American Civil Liberties Union decided to drop a lawsuit against Luzerne County after improvements were made in the Public Defender's Office. The lawsuit was initiated by former Chief Public Defender Al Flora Jr., who alleged that the Public Defender's Office was grossly underfunded and overwhelmed. Throughout the years, the county has funded improvements to the office. The budget was increased from $1.8 million in 2010 to $2.6 million in 2019. County Manager David Pedri said that the county continues to move forward in all aspects of local government and protecting the liberty interests of those in need, which has always been a priority. The ACLU acknowledged that the Public Defender's Office is a different place now than it was in 2012. The Hazel Township Planning Department voted earlier this week to recommend that supervisors grant preliminary approval for land development plans. Those plans involve a new warehouse and distribution center slated to move into the Humboldt Industrial Park. A firm from Baltimore wants to build the 1.2 million square foot facility along Route 924 between Chestnut Hill Drive and Scotch Pine Drive. The Planning Department reviewed and recommended that the project should qualify as a major land development. The Hazel Township supervisors have to grant the final approval on such projects. At this time, officials have not identified a tenant for that new facility in Humboldt. The Pennsylvania House of Representatives is moving to toughen penalties for people who do not report suspicions about repeated child sexual abuse and make it explicit that non-disclosure terms in contracts cannot prevent people from talking to police in child molestation investigations. Both proposals are based on recommendations in a landmark grand jury report last year into the sexual abuse of children by about 300 Roman Catholic clergy in the state. The House approved those proposals on Wednesday. Coming up on Highlands News Choice, your Week in Review. Plus, in Community and You, our Paula Degnan spoke with Mission of Mercy in PA on their free dental event coming up at Mohegan Sun Arena. Stay with us.
Came home from vacation and I knew something was brewing. They diagnosed me with pancreatic cancer. I thought I was doomed. I really did.
After reviewing the scans, we looked at his tumor and we knew that we can treat it.
Trust the leading cancer care experts at Lehigh Valley Cancer Institute to give you hope and more, with access to more clinical trials and advanced treatment options.
I have a new lease on life. I'm cancer-free.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square. Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
Welcome to Community and You, and today we're going to tell you about something that is coming to Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre Township. Not a concert, not a play, not a wrestling match, but dental help. Yes, if you haven't heard about this, I have with me Dr. Richard Grossman and Dr. Chris Kochik. They are going to tell you about this event, which Dr. Grossman is free?
It's totally free. We've gathered dentists from all over the state, possibly out of the state, that will come and volunteer their services, and we will be performing all types of dental treatment. We will be cleaning teeth, we will be doing root canals, we'll be doing extractions, restorations, and hopefully relieving people's pain and improving their appearance and giving them a brighter smile.
Wow. Dr. Kochik, oral surgery at the arena?
Yes, we will be doing plenty of extractions. We're trying to alleviate most of their immediate needs, but one of the most important things we are trying to do is we'd like to try to get all of these patients established in a dental home upon them leaving the event. So we will have several tables set up with organizations and clinics in the area that will hopefully be able to help these patients and hopefully continue from the event with dental care in the future.
It's going to be an amazing experience. How did this all start, Dr. Grossman, and what is the organization?
Okay, the organization is called Mom in PA, which stands for Mission of Mercy in Pennsylvania. It started a number of years ago, actually out of the state, and a presentation was made to the American Dental Association from a dentist who started this mission down south. And then a lot of the dentists in Pennsylvania thought this was a good thing, and so we started to organize about 6 years ago. And we've moved the clinic throughout the state, usually in the springtime. It's been in Philadelphia, Allentown, Harrisburg, Pittsburgh, Erie, and Reading, and we thought, the local dentists thought it was time to bring it here to northeastern Pennsylvania. And it's been very successful in the past, and we're looking to probably provide treatment to about 2,000 patients if we can on June 7th and 8th.
2,000 patients. That's amazing. When you talk about something like this, I guess it must be very overwhelmed. So you need volunteers, is that true?
Yes, we'll need several volunteers from several different areas. We need dentists, obviously. We will need dental staff. We will need lay volunteers. We actually need quite a bit of lay volunteers because having this number of people in the arena, we need to be able to keep things organized and moving in an efficient manner. We'll need physicians. We'll need physician's assistants, nurse practitioners, EMTs, pharmacists, all these things, dental lab staff, all these things to make this work and run the way we need it to run, so we can see 1,000 patients a day. And we really hope that we will meet that expectation this year.
Oh, I don't think you'll have any trouble meeting that expectation. When we talk about volunteers, is this something that, and I know in our area with all of the colleges, universities, we have a lot of medical students. Would they be someone that you would be looking for to come down and help out?
We're looking for all types of volunteers. Certainly, if they're interested, we'd encourage them to go online at www.momandpa to register. We also, I'll give you one example. My mother, who lives in Florida, who's going to be 92 tomorrow, she heard about it. She is flying up to volunteer to register people. So all ages, all kinds of people. The one thing right now that I can determine is we need translators, especially people that can speak Spanish. We may need about 30 or so at least, because that's a problem. And hopefully you people out there, if you can translate and you're bilingual, please go and volunteer. We need you desperately.
And when we're talking about this, again, it's free. It's open to anyone, even if you have dental insurance or not.
It is a first come, first serve situation, no questions asked. You fill out a form, you're given a number, and you go on through, and you first have to get medically cleared. So we will have doctors and medical staff there to make sure that you are healthy enough that morning or that afternoon for dental treatment. And then from there, you will go through a dental triage where they will examine you, take x-rays, and really kind of prioritize what your needs are at that point in time. And then from there, you are taken to the separate areas where these specific treatments will be performed. But there is no question about where you're from, or what insurance you have, whether you have insurance, whether you don't have insurance, nothing. It's all just first come, first serve.
And we certainly hope that you will take advantage of this. Of course, we have the information there on our screen. We also have the information coming up on the Wyln Facebook page. And again, if you need dental help, dental suggestions, just to be able to get on a dental course, this is where you want to be. Hope to see you again soon here on Community and You.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
I'm Tiffany Cloud, host of The Storm. This week I'll be speaking with two board members of an organization called Ultimate Veteran Adventures about the veteran suicide epidemic, what they are doing to be part of the solution, and importantly, how you can support their efforts helping veterans heal the scars of war in the great outdoors. It's coming up this week only on WYLN TV 35.
Monday, a man was taken into custody following a report of a disorderly person over the weekend in Hazleton. Police responded to the area of 70 South Locust Street, where they were told a disorderly black male was yelling at a manager inside of the store. Police found the man, who said his name was Chris Simmons. They ran his information and found no record of that name. Officers tried to take him into custody to take him back to police headquarters to ID him. That is when he attempted to flee the store. They were then able to identify him as 28-year-old Jamel Porter. Porter stated multiple times in police headquarters that he is going to get a gun and kill the officers. He was charged with resisting arrest, false ID to law enforcement, disorderly conduct, and terroristic threats. Tuesday, a Tamaqua man accused of fatally stabbing his wife will head to trial in June. Tamaqua police charged 53-year-old Robert Bailey, who allegedly stabbed his wife Diane on November 26 of 2017. According to authorities, Bailey pushed his wife down the stairs at their Lafayette Street home and repeatedly stabbed her. He then told police that he felt good after killing her and would do it again. Faces charges of first and third-degree murder, simple assault, recklessly endangering another person, among other charges. The judge scheduled his trial to begin on June 17th. Wednesday, Wilkes-Barre Township Police were investigating an early morning shooting that happened on Casey Avenue. 2 men were reported to have sustained gunshot wounds in the 600 block of Casey Avenue. They were then taken by ambulance for treatment at Geisinger Wyoming Valley Medical Center in Plains Township. The incident happened around 7 o'clock in the morning. A black Honda with broken windows and apparent bullet holes was stopped in front of 605 Casey Avenue. A preliminary investigation by police led them to believe that it wasn't a random act of violence. They believed that the victims were targeted, but the motivation was unknown. Thursday, a house was destroyed by flames in Butler Township. A home at 119 Allen Lane was a complete loss. From the time crews arrived on location, they fought the fire from the outside. Valley Regional's deputy fire chief called for a second alarm to bring in more help and tanker trucks to bring water to the scene. Allen Lane is off of Butler Drive across from Carmen's Country Inn. Everyone made it out of the home safely, and there was no report of injuries to emergency responders. A state police fire marshal was called into the scene and said that the fire began in the garage and quickly spread to the rest of the house. Fire crews also had to fight a brush fire behind the home. Friday, state and local police are still looking for 20-year-old Devin Cunningham. The man from Kingston is being sought in connection with the homicide of an Edwardsville man earlier this week. The body of 71-year-old Joseph Monk was found in his home Wednesday. 3 teens, including the man's 17-year-old granddaughter, are in a Luzerne County Correctional Facility charged with his death. If anyone has any information on Cunningham's whereabouts, they are asked to contact police immediately. This has been your Week in Review, brought to you by the All-American Auto Group.
Hazleton City will host a paper shredding event for city residents May 7th at City View Park on South Poplar Street. The city is eligible for a grant of up to $2,000 to pay for the event, which is open to residents who provide proof that they live in Hazleton. All documents will be shredded on-site in a safe, secure process. Each participant can bring up to 3 boxes of documents. Boxes cannot exceed 10 by 12 by 15 inches. The mayor said documents with confidential or sensitive information will also be accepted. Magazines, newspapers, 3-ring binders, plastics, heavy metals, trash, batteries, cell phones, compact discs, and cardboard will not be accepted. WYLN TV will be hosting 2 debates, 1 council forum, and a special election report. First, WYLN TV will host a Hazleton mayoral debate for the Democratic candidates on Tuesday, May 7th, live at 7 p.m. Then on Thursday, May 9th, the Republicans will square off live at 7 p.m. On May 14th, Hazleton City Council candidates will join us for a council forum live at 7 p.m. That forum will feature all 6 Republican and Democratic candidates running for the 2 open seats. And finally, on May 16th, WYLN TV will air a special WYLN report with all of the Hazleton Area School Board candidates. So, once again, WYLN TV is taking the lead in bringing you all the information you'll need for elections so that you're informed when the big day rolls around May 21st. Well, WYLN TV wishes our viewers a very happy Easter because that's the news. Remember, you can get the latest updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hello VX CBD hemp product line. Relief from pain, inflammation, anxiety, seizures, spasms, and more, including products for pets. Located in Berwick, call them today at 570-441-1501. Free shipping within continental U.S.
Having an intimate gathering and don't want to wrestle in the kitchen? Call Whitetail and ask about their food-to-go catering menu. They'll do the cooking, you relax, and entertain your guests. Call Mike at 570-535-6123.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor? These are just some of the things we'll be featuring on our show. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo and his co-host, Alan Giannetti, welcome you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good food. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.